Hey everyone, it's me Zen. Welcome to Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. In this guide, I'm going to quickly guide you through the game as fast as possible, showing you everything you absolutely need to know and nothing that you don't. So to get started, go ahead and pick up this letter. And then at this point in the game, we cannot sprint. So we're just going to jump a little bit to get our speed up. Just jump out of this well. And then immediately shimmy along this here wall. Then in here it's going to give you a stealth tutorial, basically just crouch by pushing in the left stick. Get under this gap. You can eavesdrop them if you want for some story details. Right around here you can stand up and then press X or square on PlayStation to drop down and shimmy along this wall. And then press it again to climb back up. Now we're just going to wrap around here, and then here you're going to jump and then grab. Again here, jump and grab. I'm going to skip through this cutscene. This is where you receive your sword, as well as a healing gourd once you talk to Kuro. Here he's going to ask me about Kuro's charm. I'm not going to do that. This will only appear if you have completed the game previously. Now go to your equipment menu, go to quick items, equip your healing gourd, and go ahead and drink that. And then up here there is I believe a medicine pellet. Then just open this door and we'll head out. Now we have the ability to sprint and deflect with our sword. Now I'm not going to fight all of these guys. The purpose of this tutorial is to get through as quick as possible, simply to show you where to go and how to get there. Actually, we may have to kill some of them. In any case, this mini-boss does not actually drop anything, so you don't actually have to fight him. I'm going to jump over here, and then here's where you're going to climb up by double jumping against the wall. So you'll press A and then A again, or I guess jump to be more platform exclusive. Then you just climb up. I'm going to ignore that guy and jump in this direction. And you'll end up on here. Normally you would just dangle down and shimmy along, but this way's faster. And then climb down here. And here you will use the reed to call Kuro. I'll skip that cutscene. And now you can go fight the boss. Technically a scripted death, although you can actually defeat him. But even if you defeat him, it's still a scripted death. I'm not going to bother with it. I'm just going to let him hit me. And now we are here at the sculptor. You can talk to him a bit if you want to. I'm going to head out, and now we have access to Ashina Outskirts. So this video is going to go up to Chained Ogre, and then there will be a separate video on how to fight Chained Ogre. And at that point I will also provide a link in the form of a card to that video if you want to learn how to defeat the Chained Ogre. Left trigger is your grappling hook button. We're just going to rush through here, and there will be another idol right here that you can grab. I'm not going to grab it right now. There is basically no reason to have it at the end of the day. It saves about 10 seconds. So I'm going to go in this direction on top of these roofs and run past all of these guys. And then the next idol is right here, near these dogs. You're going to jump up and grapple. I will grab this one. This one can be useful. Next, we're going to fight this mini-boss, which we do want to fight because he drops a prayer bead. And we also have a shuriken wheel right here. So, down here is the first mini-boss. He does not have that many moves. When he does the swipe, you'll want to jump. Oh, I did not actually know the dogs could come over here. Dogs die in one hit, so it should not be problematic. Unless that happens. Okay. I would recommend parrying this guy for practice. It will serve you well further on in the game. And whenever he does a perilous attack, which is when the red kanji shows up, you're going to want to jump, and then press jump again to kick off of his head, which deals a lot of posture damage. He also has a buff move that you'll want to interrupt. Don't worry too much if he gets you with his kick or anything. It doesn't really do any damage. There's his buff. Be sure to interrupt that. There's his buff again. And there he goes. Like I said, that is a good time to practice the mechanics of the game. He drops a prayer bead as well as a gourd seed, which is very handy to have. Now, we're just about at Chained Ogre, but there's a couple things you should know that are here. First of all, there is the Young Lord's Bell Charm, I believe it's called, or something of that nature. Basically, if you want to go to Hirata Estate, we're going to run here, talk to this lady, skip through her dialogue, it doesn't matter what you say. And then she will give you the Young Lord's Bell Charm, which allows you to go to Hirata Estate. Now, you're going to want to do this before killing a certain endgame boss. It's difficult to explain without spoilers. I will just say, if you are in an area called Fountainhead Palace, you should have done Hirata Estate first. Now, if you're wondering where I just went, this is how you get the Robert's Firecrackers. Basically, from the old lady, go towards this gate, but don't go through the gate. Just look up, there's a grapple point. There's 3 grapple points leading up here, and then there's a merchant right here, where you can purchase the firecrackers if you have the money. As you can see right here, it's 500 sen. You can farm that out if you want, but if you are playing thoroughly and killing every enemy, you will naturally have around 500 sen by that point anyway. I'm not going to use it right now, but it can be useful for many bosses, such as Blazing Bull and Gyobu. Or really any boss. So anyway, you're going to come up here. I'm going to avoid pretty much all of these guys. I'm going to jump up here. And then in this direction, I believe there's another merchant right there, but he doesn't sell anything useful to us. Now, right up on this flat area is the next idol. And here, we arrive at the Chained Ogre. So that's how you get to Chained Ogre. I will end this video here, and in the next one, we will actually fight him. Thanks for watching, and I will provide the link just above. Bye-bye.